Season 2 of Ballers on the air, Sundays, 10 p.m. Eastern on HBO, and I love this guy in it. Been a fan of Rob Corddry's since he burst on The Daily Show, seen 14 years ago. The Adult Swim series, Children's Hospital, nothing short of brilliant. And I must say, though, Rob Corddry, good to see you first, by the way. How are you, sir?
Very good to see you.
I fell head over heels.
In love with me?
Yes.
Far out.
It was just, well, I mean, there
What
was
were you gonna say?
There was a dalliance. There was a dalliance before that. But head over heels that when you were slated to be on this show a couple weeks ago, I was crestfallen to get the news the day before that you were sick. You just arrived here sick.
That's right.
And then a day later arrives a cookie cake of some sort. It was a cake-eel sort of cookie, by the way.
I just said a big cookie, but yeah, that looks like a cake.
And on it said, would you care to read that off right there?
Sorry about my diarrhea. Love you all, Rob.
I mean,
genius.
You had me at hello there.
Did anybody eat that cookie?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So you guys all ate a cookie with the word diarrhea.
Not
on
only
it.
that,
Yes.
Rob, and I think you, as somebody who sends that out, might appreciate. I demanded a piece of the diarrhea. Of the cake.
You're one of the good ones.
You know
man.
what I mean? Like, I don't want a piece of the Rob or the sorry. I want you. Give me the D.
Wow, man, that's
Or one of
give
the
me
R's.
The D.
Give me.
Yeah, spell diarrhea right now. Without looking, spell diarrhea.
That's the issue.
Can't do it.
Now, how did that ordering process go?
So
What's the, if you will, backstory?
I felt terrible. I love doing the show, and I literally felt terrible. I was in Mexico.
Yeah.
It destroyed me. I was in bed, and so I said, I want to send them something just as an apology.
Mm-hmm.
And my publicist said, well, what about something like a nice bottle of wine? And I was like, or how about a big cookie with the word diarrhea on it?
And
yeah,
it was born.
Yeah.
It was born.
She put it together.
And now, do we know if your publicist or whoever took care of this, if it was you, had to spell out diarrhea for somebody?
You know
what
I'm
I mean?
sure that person at the cookie store was like, oh God, because that's not even in a spell check either. Good luck even writing that in Word. It doesn't exist.
And as I mentioned earlier, that normally a place that delivers or creates foodstuffs doesn't really want that word associated.
Yeah. You know what? I hadn't done any of that kind of forethought. Like, I hope it was like a 60-year-old woman who was like, she's very motherly, I imagine, and she's just like, oh, that poor soul. The poor soul and his loose poopies.
So thank you for the cookie.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And it was very, honestly, we've
delicious.
never really gotten anything like that.
Never gotten a big cookie?
No, not yet. And it's certainly not with that word on it.
It's my pleasure. Yeah, that'll be the last time.
Now, do we give you a... so you said sorry. Do we send you in like a we received it? Are you one of those people that needs to know that
that's like writing a thank you for getting a thank you.
Your welcome note.
Oh, your welcome note. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want one of those?
No. We're even.
Okay.
We're even Steven. We're even Steven.
We're even. Rob Corddry here on the Rich Eisen Show. Ballers is taking off like nobody's business right now. It seems like you're having a blast doing it.
I am. Yeah, the only catch for me is having to leave my family for 4 months, but
down there in South Florida.
Yeah, but we work it out, and but other than that, like I love going to work.
Who have you enjoyed meeting on the set that's come on as a cameo for this thing?
Well, he wasn't in a cameo, unfortunately, but he was buddies with one of the producers, so Rob Gronkowski came by.
And he didn't go, he wasn't on the air?
No, he wasn't even, he was just there to hang out.
So Gronk just showed up?
Gronk just showed up. I was so nervous when I heard that he was coming. And I think we became best friends.
Now, is he in Mexico with you?
He went to Mexico. He had a cold towel on my forehead the next day. He sings to me a little bit.
That's Gronk.
Yeah.
That's Gronk for you.
That's Gronk.
That's Gronk for you.
Yeah.
And he probably knows there are 2 R's in diarrhea. Probably doesn't know
I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
So, but that must have been big for you for being a Patriot fan to meet Gronk. I mean,
It was huge.
Okay.
That was huge. I think that's the only Patriot I've met. Edelman was on last season, but I wasn't there that day.
Okay.
So yeah, mostly it's like Dolphins because we shoot during the season. Now we're shooting in January, starting in January, so we can get more more people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And Terrell Suggs, I saw him. He showed up.
He's
T-Sizzle.
all over the season.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's everywhere.
He is a big personality, that fella.
Well, he's like a movie. He wants to be in movie producing. He already is.
Well, I mean, he could definitely be an actor. He's fantastic. Really? He's so good, and he's such a good improviser.
No way.
Oh, he was riffing the whole time. And I, from what I can see so far, like a lot of it made it in.
Right.
You know, he's just a super funny dude.
Rob Corddry is here on the Rich Eisen show of HBO's Ballers. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Rob is going to explain how in the world he wound up giving Tom Brady a pair of scissors before last week's preseason game on Thursday night.
He needed to cut paper.
That's it. There you go. We're back in 60 Ticks the Clock with Rob Corddry.
He was working on.
This is the safe for work version, Del Tufo, right? Of the Ballers thing that you're playing?
Yes.
Because, there's breaking news involving Joey Bosa that we'll get to shortly here on the Rich Eisen show. In the meantime, Rob Corddry, I'm sure you'll be surprised by this breaking news that Twitter really enjoys the letter of the diarrhea that I chose to say that I loved.
The double R?
No, I don't want to say the letter again because it's now
don't
something.
worry, it's a drop
It's
here.
now a drop here.
Yes,
Okay, very good.
We'll have it in a sec.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's shocking that we still don't have it, but that's great. Rob Corddry here on the show. So Brady, what's your take on the whole Deflategate and the Bradiness of it all? We've had a few.
We're in a sewing circle,
yes.
Tommy and I. And I told him, let me do the cutting for you.
That's it?
You know, it was some pinking shears. So
you don't hear those used very much anymore.
No?
No.
Well, you must not sew as much as we do. If you really want to get a nice pattern on your dresses and tops,
sure,
and sometimes even a bottom, you got to get some pinking shears.
Because Giselle looked great in the opening ceremonies of Rio.
All his.
Maybe. Is that really? Did you guys make that together?
She's wearing a Tom Brady Rob Corddry.
The girl from Ipanema. Go figure.
Why is he not wearing mittens all the time? You know? Why is he? He shouldn't even be allowed to like spread peanut butter on bread with a dull knife. Nothing. Don't even like door handles are round and not sharp. Don't touch them.
Even in the 4 weeks.
Beside myself.
I know. And there was a shot of there was just a big red dot on his finger yesterday, 5 days later, that people were putting on Twitter. That's how crazy it is.
He's a surgeon.
Yeah.
He's a surgeon.
He is a surgeon when it comes down to it.
Your mitts.
What do you think their record's going to be after 4 games?
After
what do you
4
think?
games?
With Garoppolo and Brady, what do you think?
Oh, well, actually, they got a pretty good schedule.
Yeah, it's at Arizona and then home for Miami, Houston, and Buffalo.
Yeah, do you think that was on purpose? You're like, we do feel bad about this whole suspension thing, so we're going to
Let's give you 3 at home.
Take it easy on you.
Yeah.
I think 4-0.
Boom.
These New Englanders, man. You New Englanders are just out of control. You're just out of control.
Garoppolo, man.
You fear the Garoppolo when he's unleashed.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'd go
Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I'm going 3-1. You know, I'm going to say Arizona gets you on Sunday night. That's a tough spot. Whole country's going to be watching on NBC.
Big game.
And then Miami home for Houston, which is going to be a short week for Houston. It's a Thursday nighter.
Yeah.
And then Rex comes in.
Yeah.
Which Belichick loves particularly toying with him.
Yeah. No.
So that's why I go 3-1 on that front.
All right.
All
right.
How many fantasy? I'm with Rob Corddry of HBO's Ballers here on the Rich Eisen show. Now, how many fantasy teams are you in?
I was just reminded that I'm in 5. I thought I was only in 4. Yeah, I'm in 5.
How do you keep track of all this?
Well, all right. So here's the thing. Usually by this time, in the summer, all I do is plan my drafts. And right now, I'm putting it off because it's just so I know that if I start, I'm gone. So I don't know, man. I start on Saturday and I have no idea what I'm doing.
So wouldn't that be great though? Try it 1 year.
I think
with no prep work.
Usually, maybe print out some rankings. Maybe it's an auction draft too, so it's I gotta find some values.
All of them are auction
drafts? I got work to do, Rich. I got work to do. No, one of them. One of them. Oh, and So where would you want to go in a snake draft?
See, now that
was the question before. I
that's
like
the
that
poll
question.
Yeah, we've been talking about that.
I got in in a snake draft that I've been doing every year for about 10 years now. Never been number one, and I got number one. And I'm confident in who I'm taking. I know exactly who I'm taking.
So do we.
And so you have the number one pick in one of your drafts?
No.
Okay.
No, but I know we all know who you're taking.
Who am I taking?
I don't know. It's going to be well, you're a smart guy, so you're going to go wide receiver.
I'm going to go wide receiver 100%.
So I'm going to say
that's crazy.
I'm going to say it's not Antonio Brown. You're going to throw everybody for a loop, and you're going to go Odell Beckham.
I've had him the last couple of years.
You want him so badly, though.
And I want him so badly again. And I know that I'm not going to be able to get him if I don't take him first.
Right. Yep.
But I get so sick and tired of Eli doing the Manning thing and throwing to what the defense gives him instead of just saying, screw it, I'm going to just throw it to 13 up there and let him go make a play. And it drives me freaking crazy. And I've done that for 2 years. But then he breaks one for 83 yards on just a simple bubble route. And it's the most incredible thing of all time to watch your fantasy points go from 0 to like 80 with one play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who's number 3? Who's the number 3 wide receiver?
Julio Jones.
Would you go DeAndre Hopkins?
Julio plays with a better quarterback.
You see what the Brock Star can do in Houston.
Yeah, I know what he's going to do. He's going to go 8-8.
I might take. I wouldn't. I'm
Dez?
in that position. No.
Dez rankings have
too
really
much risk.
fallen this year for some reason.
I just blanked.
Which team?
One of the guys in the top 10.
I love it.
No, he's a wide receiver.
Boy, you need to do some work.
I gotta do some research.
AJ Green.
You got AJ Green.
Allen Robinson.
Jordy
Nelson.
Jordy Nelson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It would be. He's coming off of a knee injury, so
I know.
Okay, I know you know, but I'm just
But
okay,
it's like
I like
nobody should end up with Jordy Nelson because it's all about it's all about risk.
Mm-hmm.
Like I calculate or I get somebody to calculate on the internet some risk for me, and then I never draft like a high risk player.
What are Rob Corddry's fantasy football team names? Are there safe for work ones that you can mention?
Oh, they're boring.
Are they really?
They're boring.
Come on.
Yeah. One has had my kids' school name in it, and because it started off as a big joke, but none of them are exciting. And I also haven't. There's 2 of them that I have yet to name. That's the hardest part of the game, right?
Can we name it for you?
Yes.
Yes. Diarrhea.
Oh
no. I mean,
diarrhea cookie.
Diarrhea cookie?
Should we take hashtags? Hashtag Corddry fantasy name.
We could do that. Let's take that and then hashtag Corddry fantasy name.
And then
great.
we'll send you some options.
Yeah,
that's great.
We got one.
Give me the D. And by the way, there's two D's and 2 R's in Corddry.
That's right. A lot of consonants.
There's 1 D and 2 R's in diarrhea.
Think about it.
Just saying.
Think about it.
I don't know what I'm saying, by the way. I have
A lot of
idea
D's.
Give
me the D. You see, I'm sure you love that. That's great. I'm sure. Look, what a child. You're
Me
such
and all
a child.
Twitter love it.
You're such a child over there. So, how about D's nuts? And Gronkowski is your
no? Come on, that's last year.
That is last year.
I'm going to maybe Rich Eisen's favorite team.
I like it. I'll be your avatar. People think I'm you anyway. Now that
It's so true. When you one of those clips there where you're walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and you spin the ball for 1 second. I looked over real quick and thought it was me, and I was like, I don't remember doing that. That's him. That's not me at all.
And now we got the beards too, right now.
I know, right? It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, we should do a swap where I go to your house and you go to mine. They'll never know.
How many kids?
Fool our families.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
I have 3. You really want to do the swap?
No.
Ballers Sunday at 10 p.m. on HBO. Thank you for coming on,
Oh,
sir.
man.
I love having you on here. Please come back. Please come back. Rob Corddry at Rob Corddry on Twitter. Hashtag Corddry's what team name is it?
My team.
Yeah.
Corddry's what?
Okay.
Corddry fantasy name.
Corddry fantasy name. Very good. We're gonna name one of your 5 teams.
No, you're gonna name probably all 5.
Okay,
of them.
fantastic. We'll give you our 5 favorites.
Yeah.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.